They're here. They're short. They're full of defense. They are the dwarves.
Awesome. So we got some dwarves. I'm super excited about dwarves. I've been looking forward to them for a little bit now. I mean, I just started the game, so I wasn't looking forward to them for a really long time. But I am excited that they're here. Dwarves are cool. I like dwarves. So let's read about them. This update is huge. Improve some of our existing features, rebalancing champions. Cool. New faction dwarves from deep beneath the unforgiving mountains of Teleria. A long-hidden race has re-emerged. Masters of hammer and axe, the dwarves have come to reclaim Teleria for themselves. We're adding 10 dwarven champions along with their own brand of accessories. Cool. The Mountain King, Grizzly Jarl, Rockbreaker, Beast Wrestler, Bulwark, Master Butcher, Grumbler, Honor Guard, Life Insurgency, Slicer. We'll go through those each individually and more in depth in a minute. To celebrate their arrival, we're doubling the chances of summoning dwarves for all types of shards. Starts at 12 UTC August 8th and lasts until 12 UTC August 11th. They've got some new features, some feature changes, excuse me. Some new tournaments. 3 new tournaments are coming to Teleria: Fire Knight Tournament, Dragon Tournament, and Spider Tournament. I assume these are going to be exactly like the other tournaments they have, where it's just you get points based upon your awards. Yeah. Okay. New clan boss update, Ultra Nightmare difficulty. That's cool for some of the higher ups. I personally can't do more than normal with my clan because we haven't beat it yet. I like that they added this because that just raises the ceiling for how long you can play this game, which is cool. And rebalance some rewards for all difficulties. That's nice. Any affinity dungeon can be open for 24 hours with gems. That's awesome. I like that they did that because, this is better for whales rather than just free-to-play players. But if you do get stuck and you really want to progress and you've got a bunch of gems sitting around and you want to open one of these dungeons, that is now an option, which I like. I like that being an option because sometimes I need to get a video out and I'm going to need to upgrade somebody in the future. It's nice to have that option. Drop rate for epic and legendary champions from void shards has been increased. Now the rates are exactly the same as ancient shards. Much respect. I like this because that was always, I never understood that. Why would they have lesser rates for void shards? But they've changed it now. So rip to everybody that has ever pulled a void shard because if you had saved it till now, you probably would have had you definitely would have had a better chance of summoning a legendary or epic. But at least now it's changed, so that's good. Ooh, some champion balance changes. I read through a few of these before I started, and there are a few that I'm excited to look at, even though I don't have any of these champions. I've heard some things about them. So Altan, or Alton John, skill 1 Searing Blow increased the chance of placing the decreased attack debuff from 25% to 60%. That's really cool. I like that change. I wonder if his I'm gonna write that down because I want to talk about this in a second. But I wonder if his books take that up to 100% of chance to place that debuff. Astrolith added Aura skill, increased speed of all champions by 28% in the arena. That's awesome. That could make her OP. Anytime a speed aura is added to somebody, they could go from being okay to legendary to just godlike. That just is a really cool skill. I like that. Skill 1 Assault Leader now boosts turn meter of all allies if the attack is critical. Cool. I like that a lot, especially since she has an attack, a speed aura. That's really neat. Skill 3 Judgment now gains an extra turn and decreases the cooldown of this skill by 3 turns if the champion's HP is lower than 20% after the exchange. Alright, let's take a look at that. I'm not sure exactly what that does as it is. We'll take a look. Skill 4 Heart Rot now places 2 bombs that detonate after 1 turn instead of 2. So she would be really good with somebody like what's that champion's name? Soul Drinker. She'd be really good with Soul Drinker. Crap, I gotta find where I was. Because he decreases and detonates his bombs. That's pretty cool. Baron, skill 3, Righteous Charge. Damage increase per buff has been decreased. Oh, well. Sucks for everybody that owns a Baron. Dracomorph, skill 1, Seeping Pain. Now damage increases by 10% for each debuff on the target, as opposed to whatever it was earlier. I don't know. I don't know if that's a buff or a debuff. Skill 2, Poison Jaws, now places 4 hits, used to be 3, that's good. Now places the poison debuff for 100% chance for 3 turns, it used to be 2 turns. Debuff with 100% chance for 3 turns, as opposed to 2 turns, I see. Baleful Eye now places a 60% decreased defense debuff instead of 30%. That's really nice. I never really understood this 30% versus 60%. Just make it all 60%. I mean, maybe they've got their reasons. Maybe I'm not seeing something that they are, but I never really understood that. Anyway, Raglan, skill 1, Repent, decreased multiplier, boo. Now places 3 hits and fills the turn meter of 1 ally on each hit. Selects a new ally each time. I guess that was less than 3 hits? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, skill 2, Mercy, increased multiplier. Hooray! Decreased cooldown from 5 turns to 4 turns. That's the... Whoa! Miracle, decreased cooldown from 7 turns to 3 turns. Holy cow. I don't know his skills, so I'm gonna make a note to go look at him and kind of check out his skills. From 5 to 4, and from 7 to 3? That's a huge buff. I wonder what that does. I'm assuming it's some kind of heal or revive or something. Tomb Lord, skill 2, Death Burst, now places 2 poison debuffs instead of 3. Ascended version, if the hit is critical, places 4 poison debuffs. It no longer always lands as a critical hit. Okay. That's kind of a buff and a debuff in and of itself, but I mean, it's a debuff until you get him ascended, and then it's a buff. So ascend him, which you should be sending him anyway, but anyway. Skill 3, Blight, now gains an extra turn if an enemy's turn meter is fully reset by the skill. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Valkyrie, skill 2, Stand Firm, decrease cooldown from 6 turns to 4 turns. Is that her? I think that's her skill that gives everybody counterattack, if I'm not mistaken. I'll take a look at that one too. Faceless, increased multiplier on his skill 3. Cool, like that. He was kind of lackluster. I mean, when I looked at his skills, he was kind of lackluster, so maybe this makes him better. I mean, it obviously makes him better, just subjectively, but maybe it makes him usable. Or more usable. I like this. Okay. No more Faceless. Durang, skill 3, Talons, and decreases cooldown from 5 to 4. Let's go look at that skill, because I'm not sure what it does. Seer, skill 3, Karma Burn, now also has a 50% chance of placing a sleep debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. The chance of placing a sleep debuff increases by 5% for each buff removed, inflicts less damage to bosses. Okay. Does this... I wonder if that... I want to see what that does. I'm not sure exactly what this does. Terror Beast, skill 2, Shriek, now attacks twice at random. Now places a 30% reflect damage buff on all allies for 3 turns. Okay. Skill 3, Flesh Feast, now places a stun debuff for 2 turns if the target survives. That must be like some kind of a heal. Fergus, he needed a buff big time. Skill 1, Pierce, changed effect and chance, now has 40% chance of placing a 30% reflect damage buff on a random ally for 2 turns. Used to be decreased accuracy. Cool, I like that. I like that a lot. Well, I like that more than decreased accuracy. Skill 2, Aegis, duration of existing buffs prolonged. and new effects added. Now places a 15% continuous heal buff, 15% increased speed buff, and a 30% reflect damage buff, and a 50% ally protection buff on a target for people. Holy cow, that's really good. That seems amazing. And for a skill 2, maybe he has a, does he have a passive or something? That's crazy good. Ooh, steel bower. I gotta build her now. Skill 3, big game, increase multiplier, good, increase cooldown from 6 to 7. Okay, now places 1 hit, used to be 3. Okay, that might be a debuff. I don't know if I like that very much. Game experiences in okay, so that's all the buffs for characters or the character reworks. Let's take a look at these game enhancements. UI fixes to all events. The way event points are displayed, the artifact enhancement event has been adjusted. I like the way they did this. You'll see. Go do a run of Ice Golem Peak. You'll see that this is a lot nicer than it used to be. Updated artifact drop rate and following dungeons. Spider's Den, yes. Dragon's Lair, yes. Fire Knight's Castle, yes. And Ice Golem Peaks, yes. Awesome. So in Spider's Den, at the S9 I think or S7, whichever one is the first one where you can get banners, you could never get a banner, and especially not banners for people that you could even use banners on. Like, it's just insane. I could never get one. I farmed it for like 2 hours yesterday, didn't get a single banner. It was crazy. So I hope that they fix that. Dragon's Lair, I haven't run too many runs of Dragon's Lair, so anything better than what it was is just a boost for me. Because, you know, I mean, that's just cool. Fire Knight's Castle, same story there. I haven't run too much there, but Ice Golem's Peak, I'm going to be running a lot more of Ice Golem's Peak today because I want to make sure that I'm spot 1 in my tournament. And yeah, so we'll see. We'll take a look at, or I'll take a look at what it drops, and I will come back if I get a lot better stuff, and I'll kind of show you what I used to be getting and stuff like that. Multi-battle changes. Your team's leader will now remain in the team even if they reach max level. We've also updated the UI. That's a good note. I'm glad that I never had to deal with that problem. Added the option to destroy artifacts. You can now destroy already equipped artifacts for free. Awesome. Yes. I saw this earlier. I was like, yes, perfect. I love that they did this. In Summoner's War, you can just override stuff without having to take it off. So as a new player, you put on some crappy gear that you get in the very beginning of the game, and then later on you get way better gear. Like, well, not later on, but like very soon after, you get way better gear. You have to take off the crap gear to put on the decent gear. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Just overwrite that gear. Like, I don't want to pay silver to take it off. I'm not even going to use it. So I like that they did this. Changes to referral program. A red dot indicator. The indicator will not appear if at least one slot on your referred players list is occupied. Cool. Okay. So it kind of prompts you to get referrals. That's a nice kind of thing if you're really into doing that. I don't have anybody to refer, so I haven't done this yet. Shaman, Jizzo, Haikatun, Yagami, and Sage 1 and Dark April can no longer be summoned from Sacred Shards. So I've summoned Dark April from, was it a Sacred Shard? I don't remember. It was either a Sacred Shard or a Ancient Shard, but I don't remember. Anyway, this is nice that they did this, because you get them already, obviously, so why would you waste a Sacred Shard on them? It would suck to waste a Sacred Shard on them. So now you just can't, which I like this a lot. So good on. Let's take a look at these dwarves real quick. Mountain King. Thundercleave attacks one enemy. That better have a huge multiplier on it. Enchanted Axe attacks one enemy and ignores 50% of their defense. Okay, cool. I like that. You don't have to use a second character to make that active, like in Juliana's case, but I do like that this is here. Attacks one enemy, ignores shield and block damage buffs. Cool. So this is like hopefully a buffed up version of the doggy attack that is on those dogs, so that you can just one-shot some annoying monster in arena through their buff, through their shield and block damage buff, and or block damage buff. So that's cool. I kind of think he could be better, maybe, but obviously I haven't used him, so I don't know how well he does. Maybe he's just a one-shot amazing, awesome monster, and I just don't know it. And yeah, that's kind of what I would expect. Yeah, okay. Grizzled Yaw. Massive Halberd attacks one enemy, has a 35% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. So this is good for Spirit Keep. Places a block debuffs buff on all allies for 1 turn. Places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. Okay, this is good for Arena. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Decreases each target's max HP by 30% of the inflicted damage. I could take or leave that bit. And then damage increases based on defense. What do you get for ascending him? Just bigger stats? What do you get for ascending him? None of these have any changes to their skills upon ascension. It's kind of strange. Campaign locations, okay. Yeah, I could see him being a decent farmer with this skill, but he just doesn't... I mean, campaign locations doesn't necessarily mean this is a farmer, this is not a farmer. It just means they can do well, I guess. But, you know, I mean, he would do well in campaign, but that's not where I would use him primarily. Rockbreaker. Attacks one enemy, increases the champion's defense by 4% each time this skill is used, stacks up to 20%. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. This guy has such a cool helmet. This is awesome. He can't ever tilt his head to the side. That's really cool. I like this guy a lot. Chest Thump has a 75% chance of placing a provoke debuff on all enemies. Places a counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Cool. Cool. I like that a lot. Has a 25% chance of decreasing damage inflicted on this champion by 50% each time this champion is attacked. Wow! Wait, has a 25% chance of decreasing damage inflicted on this champion by 50% each time it's attacked? Does it stack? Does this guy just become the ultimate defense tank? That's really cool. I want to try this. I want to get this guy, try him out. Apparently he's amazing for everything. That's awesome. Okay, if anything, I want to get this guy. Rockbreaker. Grumbler. First rare. Angry Mallet. Attacks one enemy, places a shield buff on this champion equal to 10% of their max HP for 2 turns. Cool. Wait a second. Based on HP and defense. Okay. Attacks one enemy, places a 50% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns, based on HP and defense. Places a 25% ally protection buff on all allies for 2 turns. Places a 30% increased defense buff on this champion for 2 turns. Okay, so this is this guy's just an HP defense tank, and you want him to be soaking up damage from everybody else. And he's not even touching his shield. Okay, I kind of like that guy. As a rare, I think he's pretty cool. Look at that forehead, dude. Holy crap. Let's see. Weighty Cleaver attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 20% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. Okay, so he's a little stunner. Attacks one enemy. Enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. So this is like a better version of Conqueror, I guess, except for the fact that this is a 6-turn cooldown that goes down to a 4-turn cooldown. I don't really like that. I wish this was like a 5-turn cooldown that went down to a 3-turn cooldown, or maybe even a 4-turn cooldown that went down to a 2-turn cooldown. That would be even better. But yeah, that's kind of my only gripe with that skill. Increases damage inflicted by 50% for the first hit on each enemy. That's kind of cool. So this guy's like a one-shot nuker, and then has a little stun on his first skill. Okay. You know, to be honest, I wouldn't hate having this guy, but I need to try him out before I really know if he's good or not. That's like the first sharp object that I've seen in this game. Most things in this game that are supposed to be sharp are like this thick at the sharp point. Okay. Yeah, we've seen this guy. Okay. Honor Guard. I think this is the last rare. This is the same exact model, except recolored as the first rare that we looked at. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 25% decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns if the target has no active buffs. Okay. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of stealing 2 random buffs from the target. Okay, I like this guy for Magic Keep. Oh yeah, Magic Keep all the way if you pull this guy using the Magic Keep. Attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing a block. Buffs, debuffs, yes, Magic Keep for sure. This is where you would use this guy. He's been made for Magic Keep. And increased defense. Full of defense. Nice. Oh, this is the last pair. Look at this guy's face, dude. Imagine meeting this guy in a dark alley. Like, oh my goodness. Kinky. Jeez. Look at that face, dude. I want to be the only one to have this guy just so that I'm looking at his back as opposed to his front. That is just creepy. And he's got a boar on his back. That's kind of cool. Alright. Mash. Attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. Places Barking Orders, has places a provoke debuff on the target for 2 turns. Places a 15% increased crit rate buff on all allies for 2 turns. And places a 25% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. Whoa. Whoa. But that's the face he makes while he does it. This guy is, that's a cool skill right there. I like that. I wouldn't mind having him at all. He's got ears on his, okay, Heat Exchange. When attacked, heals all allies equal to the amount of damage taken. What? What? Okay, dude. I need this guy. Look at that HP, dude. Max 6-star. I want to try this guy out, dude. This guy looks awesome. I mean, this guy sounds awesome. He looks scary. He looks creepy. And revives a random ally with full HP when this champion is killed. Wow, dude. What a rare. Like, holy crap. That's awesome. And Bulwark. This is the last rare. I don't know why I keep saying that, but this is definitely the last rare because he's a void. Alright, Bulwark attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 15% chance of placing a 15% weaken debuff for 2 turns based on defense. Attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing an HP burn for 2 turns based on defense. This is a clan boss monster. When attacked, has a 30% chance of extending the duration of all This is clan boss monster right here. And this is all battles defense. Yes. This guy's for clan boss. 100% guaranteed. Will make your clan boss team that much better. And he's defense, so what more could you ask for? I think defense monsters do really well at clan boss. Awesome. He looks really cool too. I love his model. His armor set looks fantastic. Their art team is really, really good when they decide to make a new model for somebody. When they just reuse an old model or reuse a model more than twice, it's like, come on guys, you can do better than this. And they can. Look at this. This is such a good model. Okay, now we're into the uncommons. Line Infantry. Attacks one enemy, has a 10% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn, and it's based on defense and attack. Cool. And then Rabble Rouser attacks 2 times at random, has a 25% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. I'm not super excited about this guy, but, you know. Slicer. Look at that hair, dude. Oh my goodness. Who does he remind me of? He reminds me of a Sonic character, I think. Who is this guy? He reminds me of somebody. Oh, anyway, let's get into this. Attacks one enemy, finishing blow attacks one enemy, decreases the cooldown of the cut apart skill by 1 turn if this attack kills an enemy. And cut apart, attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased defensive debuff for 2 turns. Damage based on attack. Okay. You know, a little two-star common monster. Not really the best in the world, but you know, what are you gonna do? So cool. Those are the dwarves. I really want this guy. This guy seems cool. Although I wish his face wasn't so freaking scary. That's probably why they all wear beards, because their normal face looks like this. All right, let's go look at these guys that I was talking about earlier. Altan. So his books. So this has a 60% chance. It goes up to a 75% chance. So it doesn't go to 100%, but it does go to 75% chance. All right, this is the big one that I wanted to look at. Exchanges remaining HP levels with a target enemy, then attacks with a default skill. Cannot be used on a boss. And the passive effect gains an extra turn and decreases the cooldown of this skill by 3 turns if this champion's HP drops below 20% when attacked. I still don't like her. I still don't think she's all that good. Because you kind of have to let her take a certain amount of damage, but not too much, because then she'll be dead. But to use this skill effectively, you've got to get her down below 20%. So you're just waiting for her health to chip down until you hit 20%, then use the skill. I don't know, but she does have this speed aura, which is really nice now. Attacks one enemy 3 times, fills the turn meter of 3 random allies by 15%. Allies can only have their turn meter filled once per turn by that skill. Okay, so that's basically what they're saying in the patch notes. It would switch champions, removes all debuffs on all allies, then heals them. The heal is proportional to this champion's attack. I really like this skill. I like this skill a lot because the heal is based upon her attack. You can make her really hard hitting and just heal on top of everything else anyway, which is really cool. So she could be really OP just based on the skill, and it went from a 5-turn cooldown to a 4-turn cooldown. And it goes up in heal, so that's really cool. And then third skill revives an ally with 75% HP and a full turn meter. And this has gone down from a 7-turn cooldown to a 3-turn cooldown. This is a 2-turn cooldown. This goes down to a 2-turn cooldown. This is OP. That is OP as all heck. Valkyrie had her skill 2 go down from a 6-turn cooldown to a 4-turn cooldown, and this is her AoE shield counterattack. So she is amazing for clan boss now. Yeah, dude. She's amazing. This is Camila from Summoner's War. Like, exactly. Like, her name is Valkyrie. She's kind of blue. She has the exact same skill set, except this is AoE. This is cool. She looks awesome too. I like that. Yeah, he is. So Durang had his skill 3 turn cooldown from 5 to 4. Attacks 3 times at random. Decrease attack, decrease defense, and they're the big ones. And that goes down to a 3-turn cooldown. He's got a speed lead in dungeons. Stun. Okay. Durang. I think he's better. Seer.
So this now removes all buffs from all allies and enemies, then attacks all enemies. Damage increased according to the number of removed buffs. There's a 50% chance of placing a sleep debuff on all enemies from the chance of placing a sleep debuff, put a space there, increases by 5% for each debuff removed, inflicts less damage to bosses. And this is based on max enemy HP. Okay. Okay, this is a good skill. She's good. Terror Beast, Painful Bite, attacks one enemy, has a 20% chance of increased cooldown of one of the target's skills at random. That's really cool. If you can get them fast and you just do that to somebody that is going to make their team OP, it's a good idea. Attacks 2 times at random, places a 30% reflect damage buff on all eyes for 3 turns. That's really good. Attacks one enemy 2 times, fully heals this champion if the target is killed by this attack, places a stun debuff for 2 turns if the target survives. Okay, that's cool, because then you can just kill him on the next turn around. You don't have to worry about that enemy going. I don't think he's OP, but he's definitely better than he was. Yeah. Increases, or excuse me, Sealed Bower attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 35% chance of placing a 50% accuracy, decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns. Attacks one enemy 2 times, heals this champion by 50% of the damage inflicted on each critical hit. And attacks all enemies, damage increases according to enemy max HP. Okay, I think she'd be pretty good for Clan Boss, yeah. So yeah, that's Steel Bower, I think. Alright, well, anyway guys, that's gonna be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoy the new, I took it for way too long, I'm so sorry. I hope you guys enjoy the new update and the new event that's coming out. Take a look at that. It's an arena event, so get your arena tokens ready to go. But anyway, that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, please. Peace out.
Breakthrough rival, we're doubling the chances of summoning all dwarfs for all types of shards. We're calling it double dwarf time. Double dwarf time starts 12 UTC August 8th and 12 UTC August 11th, so be fast.